Good night, traders. This is Gbpjpy. It's currently Tuesday, April 11th, 2023, 12:12 a.m. Today I'm going to be breaking down the Gbpjpy pair. This is a continuation of my Forex weekly technical breakdown series. And now I'm going to get straight to it. So last video I broke down the US dollar Canada, and I basically explained that I am currently bullish on that pair. But if you did not see that video, I recommend checking out the previous post, and I will leave a link in the description at the end of the video. So let's get straight to Gbpjpy. I want to bring up the chart right now, so I'm going to add it to my workspace. Now let's take a look at this in more in depth. I haven't even looked at GJ yet, so this is my very first time I'm breaking it down with you all. So this is not premeditated. This is nothing done in the past. This is just my pure raw form of price action reading. Looking at the daily chart, just so we can just kind of see what's going on with GJ at the moment. We're congested in a range, and that could be a problem because I don't like trading range-bound pairs. But no worries, this is a daily chart, and I don't mind trading a range on the daily because it gives plenty of movement. And as I can see, there's about 400 more pips to the north side of the chart. We are currently undergoing some stress. It's not really going anywhere. It went north, then it went south, about 300 plus pips. And it does have about 700 pips until it goes down. I'm going to take a look at the hourly chart just so I can see if this is going to be something I want to trade. It's a very tricky pair because I don't really see much happening. And if that is what's happening right now, is that there's not really much going on, I don't want to trade it. We can take a look at the hourly chart so we can see a little bit more depth. And even on the hourly chart, it's showing that price is currently bullish, but it's not something that I would like to buy yet because your opportunity to buy actually was around 164, 145. And it kind of already took off from that zone. So at this point, if you're already long, I would just be looking at areas to get out if it does go against you, because we are still overall bearish for that on the medium term. And let me zoom out just a little bit just so I can see. Yeah, I did say overall bearish. I know it looks bullish right now, but let me just remind you all, let's take a look at the 4 hour. It just hit a resistance and it peaked. And whenever price peaks, I don't really consider it bullish anymore until it passes through that resistance again. So that's why I said overall bearish. Because me personally, I would not be looking for any longs just yet until I see the highs broken and I see some sort of retest continuation pattern. I don't see that at the moment. All I see is that it's in the middle of a range on the hourly. It's not something that I would like to trade. I'm not interested in Gbpjpy this week. I know some people like to trade this pair, but I would highly advise you not to, because you might get upset with your overall result, and it's more of a hope gamble type trade for me. I don't know how to trade this week, and that's just my pure honest opinion. So I'm gonna skip that. I broke down USD CAD, and I want to break down something that does not correlate with the US dollar. Just looking at my watch list, as y'all can see to the left, I do have a weekly watch list. Let's take a look. Let's see what pair I'm gonna pick out. USD, everything is USD. There's Eurjpy. Let me take a look at that just for a brief moment so I could see if I want to trade this. Absolutely not. Eurjpy has been in a range since December 2022. It actually was in a range since September 2022, but let's just get to the hourly just so I can see if it's tradable. Not at all. I would highly advise you guys stay away from this pair. I'm gonna stay away from that pair just because I don't see anything good. Let's take a look at Euro AUD. We're kind of bullish on this pair. Just looking at it right now, looks like we could take out some highs, but looks like the bull trend has been going on for quite a while, and we could see a possible continuation on this. Actually, I do kind of like this because it is bullish. It's showing strong signs of a continuation, strong signs that the buyers would like to continue to take price on up. Sellers did want to take it down, but they just got rejected. And yeah, as of right now, I'm seeing strong buying activity in the daily. So let's take a look at this. First time looking at this pair. Like I said, I'm very transparent with my trading because I do know how to trade. I do know how to interpret price action, and that's why I can do this. Most traders can't. They do hindsight. But I'm not throwing shots at any other traders because, hey, we all are in this to become better. So shout outs to everyone that is still on their journey, and I respect you all for that. Even if you're not consistently profitable, it's all good. The hourly chart, it does look like it is kind of congested though, and I don't like that. Even if price did break out of this congestion, it's kind of just telling me like it's been still since the 6th of April, which has been about 4 days ago. Before that, it was actually bullish, and price kind of stalled out at these highs. So I wouldn't be trying to buy it unless we break highs of 1.64113. And if we did break those highs, you know, we're getting out of an 85 pip range. The average daily range of the this is 147 pips. So that's actually pretty solid. I do like that. You know, but if I'm looking at the daily chart, it's kind of hard for me to foresee price reaching these highs afterwards. That would be like the next target. But whenever it does get kind of tight up here, I don't want to buy into that, just because you can see it's at popular resistance. So what can happen if we don't see a strong enough surge is that price could actually reverse against me and stop me out, and then I'm looking at a bad trade. So it's bullish, but more or less like I'd say, I mean, it is trending. It is trending north. It is trending. Let me just take a look at this. I'm not trying to sound like a scientist, by the way. This is like me actually reading the charts to you all. A lot of traders, they go online and they make themselves sound smart. You know, it's cool to sound good, but it's even better to actually know what you're doing. But yeah, we are kind of at a pause right now. Now, and this is if and only if we could see price bounce and hit 1.64645, I might be interested in that trade. But at that point, it's about an entire day's worth of price action that I would have to scale my stop loss to, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. Now, looking at the 5-minute, we can also see that price is doing nothing. It's like just congested, just bouncing around back and forth. And to me, anything can happen, even if I try to buy coming on out of this little range right now. To me, it's just my risk is not that good for this. So my risk is not that good for this. So I'm actually gonna stay out of this one, and just because if I'm a little concerned about something, I'm not gonna trade it. That's just my own little 2 cents. And with that being said, let me just look at the next pair, Euro CHF. Now I like the USD CHF. It does move similar, but you know, it's a European Union, so it makes me feel a little bit more safe. Like I said, I like to be risk averse, so I like to diversify my portfolio, and I don't want to hold any type of trades that are too correlated in the same currency, because if something like a black swan event happens in one of the currency pairs, I mean in one of the countries, then all the currency pairs are affected. So in order to avoid black swan events, I highly recommend diversifying your portfolio. Now, like I said, Euro CHF on the daily chart just looks like garbage. It doesn't really look like much is happening, for me at least. It looks like it's resting at a low, at a bottom, and we currently don't really see any type of anything triggering a buy nor sell. So I'm actually just gonna stay out of this one. I mean, right now I could possibly see price going even down to the bottom of this range right here, but I'm not interested in that. Let's check out Eurjpy and see if we find an opportunity out here. If I find an opportunity in here, same thing as GJ. It's kind of north, hitting the ceiling, and it's a little bit still. Let's check out Audnzd. This is pretty bearish. I do like what I'm seeing on Audnzd. Looks like it was a little slight pullback, but we do have some move to the downside potentially, about 200 pips, and that's about 2 times the ATR, the current ATR. Let me zoom out. I don't really see much else happening, and maybe I might trade this pair. So if I just mark this resistance up right here, the support right there, we're currently in a little range, so y'all can see it's about 300 pip range. And I'll even mark this area up right here because I like to give a little space. So maybe like a 400 pip range is what we're currently in. Price has been trending down, and it has been showing that the bears are in full control. I like what I'm seeing, and just move this thing out the way. I don't know what that's doing there. I do like what I'm seeing. So let me go to the hourly and look for some possible entries to the south side. Right now, you can see on the 5th of April, there was a huge bearish impulsive wave to the downside. Let's go measure it real quick. It's about 127 pips, and price had been struggling to make it back on up there. But it's a little interesting because even though bears did take over, bulls kind of came back in with a punch. So I don't like that, and to me, it's telling me that it could break out north, but it can also continue down south. In order for me to see anything, any type of potential movement, I need to see, say, around 1.0665 broken on the hourly. I need to see that, and I may consider continuing this bear trend. Taking a look, I'm not really a big fan of what's going on this, and I only want to trade pairs that I like. You know, I've assessed it and everything, and this just does not look that great to me neither. You know, like I said, in order for me to kind of short it, I need to see a low broken. It's about 30 pips away though. That's not bad. We can see the average range, the average daily range of the Audnzd is 73 pips, so it does fit that criteria. I just don't really know, but I'm gonna shoot my shot on this. So I'm bullish on UCAD, and I'm pretty neutral on the other pairs. And I think Audnzd is a good pair to trade when the world is going crazy. So, and only if price, I say, could reach about 1.06590, may I consider a trade to trade going down on Audnzd. So let me mark that low up right now. So right around here, if price could make it on down to here for some good reason, maybe there's some fundamental news, or it could be straight technicals that drives it down, then maybe we could get a sell-in. But right now, I would not consider selling because we are just in a tight range and we could break on higher. Now, what would make this even more interesting is if we break higher and then we come down, because then it's going to show like a possible false breakout to the upside, and I might be able to get a sell-in on that pair. So maybe I might mark this one up as a possible tradable pair. So my stop loss on this would be outside of this range, of course, 1.06991, right before the psychological area, because the psych area of 1.070, actually I'll put that right there, right above the psych area, because a lot of stops are laying in those areas. And yeah, I can get about a 40 pip stop loss. So this is a real trade. This is a real setup. I'm gonna post it in my Discord. But I am looking at a Audnzd short. So after checking my watch list, I do like that, and I will consider that. And a 40 pip stop loss for a What's the target looking like? 180 pip target. How does that sound, y'all? That is a possible scenario. And hey, if I'm right on that, that's a great reward to risk ratio. That's another 4 to 1 at least. So there you guys go. Bearish Audnzd. I'm gonna update the trade on the Discord, and that's it for this video. I found my next pair that I'm willing to trade. Now I'm gonna plug the trade triggers in. I'm gonna put the orders in, and I'm going to send you all the updates on the Discord. Y'all have a great day, and let's continue to break down more of these pairs.